I kind of like this music a little bit. It's not my favorite, but I like it's soothing for me. And I know it's a little disturbing. You know, it's supposed to have that classic horror feel, but yeah, I dig the music.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East.
Pembroke Hospital. Status healthy. Find your office on the second floor. Enter the backyard garden. Okay, so last time on Vampyr, we fought a dude. We almost ate a dude. And then we came here. We met that nurse lady that was like, oh, I'm so worried about this guy. And this guy's like, oh, right then. She's the only nurse I respect, I believe. Let's see. You got the social connections, right? It's weird that that's on L2, R2, and not L1, R1, when in most situations... Dr. Cochran, Tippets. Dr. Tippets. Cochran is exhausting himself and refuses to stop working. Cochran is convinced that Gwyneth Brannigan is overqualified as a nurse. This is Gwyneth Brannigan, the nurse. Gwyneth is overqualified as a nurse according to Cochran Tibbets. Okay. Then we met this dude that's Milton. Right. Hey, Milton.
Good evening, Milton. Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Milton tried to get you strapped.
Goodbye, Milton.
What was that medical
Good
checkup?
evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Goodbye, Milton.
That's a massacre. This is the hospital zone. Okay. Wait, can I talk to her? That's Gwen, right?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening,
Oh,
Doctor.
Pippa.
I don't think we've been introduced yet.
What up, Pippa?
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm
Pippa
Dr.
Hawkins.
Jonathan Reed.
My
Dr.
name is
Swansea
Pippa.
has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's
How'd I
a
like
euphemism
to
that
give
your help
you
will be appreciated.
Positions
Doctor.
around this hospital.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients.
Right.
We are running out of everything.
The Spanish flu is going on here.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the
Just
end,
wait 100 years.
nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted.
That's how they do it in
No
old
one has
movies.
any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
No matter how qualified you are.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
So she's too strong-willed to mesmerize. Wait, did she?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation,
Don't
whether he deserved
give
it
him
or
a bad
not.
reputation. Milton Hooks, new detail. Milton's reputation is mediocre amongst his colleagues. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Could I have done
Good evening,
personal
Dr.
questions?
Reed.
I don't even know if I tried that. Yeah, no.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye, Dr. Reed. Pippa's me name. Chip chip chipio.
Dr. Swansea is right.
Dr.
This
Swansea.
place seems perfect to conduct my research.
This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
She
Your
kinda
name
cute.
has no meaning to me, mortal.
Thelma.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh, she's pretty weak-willed.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
You say so.
And why do you believe
you are a
you're a
vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Describe
Please.
how you feel.
Describe to me how you feel. What is it
What
like,
is it like
to be a
to be
vampire?
a vampire?
Hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins.
I thought this said Protestant blood.
I need new
Not
blood.
gonna lie.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
I have
Never.
not.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients
Cotard.
are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
This is troubling.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okay. Gotcha. A new citizen investigation available. Press the touchpad to open the local investigations menu. Citizen investigations. Oh, yeah, that's where I find it. Okay. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with square and then access your map to locate the area to explore. Okay, so I just select a district. There's no investigations there, but here there is. I'm tracking his. Can I track both? No, I can only track one at a time. There's the backyard garden, and find out who's spying on Thelma. It's interesting that there's a river Thames, T-H-A-M-E-S, and then with Thelma, T-H-E-L-M-A, it's Thelma and not Telma. But go off, man. Hey, Kiki. Wait, but you a vampire.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine,
Girl,
Dr.
you a vampire.
Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark,
It's the only
to your
drug I
nocturnal
need.
activities.
There's this poster. Do not cough in public. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing. Spread influenza. Spread by droplets spread from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Maybe it came in late, but she has Cotard's disease. Cotard. It's a mental illness. Nurses are needed now. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Nurses are needed now. Inquire at the nearest appointments office of the Ministry of Labour and National Service, or write to 15 Kingsways, London. Yeah, he diagnosed her almost in a Gregory House type style, but not as mean, funny, or clever. It's basically like a doctor. If you can believe that. Eat her? You're the monster. I'm supposed to find my office on the second floor, but it looks like... Okay, so the head, the bust, is the investigation. So this is me doing, I guess, her investigation. Oh no, this is Milton's.
It's locked, all right.
So this is the backyard garden. This reminds me of when I tried to play Vampire the Masquerade, and I just... Oh, shit.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Skulls are those whack-ass vampires. That are very...
It's locked.
Find the lost wallet in the garden. Looks like they're feeding on somebody. They're just digging. Motherfuckers. Shit, I heard that one. Oh shit! That was me being careless. I was trying to be fancy. Trying to be fancy fighting monsters. fighting monsters. Getting killed by... You've been defeated. If you're not strong enough, remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. But I refuse, for I'm a man of science and morals and gumption. Is it morals, or what's the other thing that's not morals? I don't remember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we freezing? We getting some of the technical diffs? You better eat a cow or something then. I ate rats before. You can like pick up rats and take a bite out of rats and like candy. Or jerky. I guess rats kind of taste like jerky, huh? Maybe. Maybe too stringy. They're fluffy. Rats can be fluffy. Oh, we are back, huh? Do I have all that information from before? Because I had... mediocre amongst his colleagues. What about that patient lady? Oh, there she is. Okay, yeah. Did not go this way. Yeah, I read that. Then I went this way and around this way. I mean, I'm a dagger and sword kind of guy, and that's the problem. That would be like the machete and the stake. But I'm trying to use this, I think it's a scythe. Scyther! Quarantine, influenza. Keep out of this area by order of the Board of Health. Health order. At first, when this game was free on PS Plus, I was like, oh, how timely for Halloween. But no, it turns out it's timely because of coronavirus. I was like, plague, quarantine, death.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah, it adds up now, right? Okay, so this motherfucker's still here. Now I got less blood than before. What are you doing? You can't parry the grab. That sucks. It literally sucks. Got you. Parried the fuck out of you there. Shit, wrong button. Keep hitting the wrong button. Come on. Dodge, man. I got a lot of blood left for that, but... oh, is that the wallet? They were eating that dude. Photography in a wallet. A photography of a smiling, lovely couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Oh. 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 That's why she's got...
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
Uh-huh.
Those two have hidden their affections well.
Yeah. Cause she talking that ish. I should have went to talk to Milton about her. he would have given me some tea. Bring back the wallet to its owner. It's Milton, right? Why are all these places just open? Are all these people dead? Take me to church. Is that a skull? No. That was definitely a skull. I need blood. This is the hospital. Okay, I didn't ask you. I saw that stutter in the background, Milton. I saw that.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Uh-oh.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Not at
Good.
all.
Please, take this money anyway. Mind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I know a secret. You getting it on, getting it on, getting it on.
Goodbye,
getting it
Milton.
on. Oh wait, let me do a personal question.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Still banging that nurse?
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's
You already
tired.
know, man.
Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what you're doing.
Goodbye, Milton.
I got jungle fever. She got jungle fever. A little bit of bottle. Alright, there's people to talk to over here. And they're like, geez, enough with the talking to people, but it's okay, we talked to her.
Too much energy for so little result.
The pain. It's here again.
What's your name?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work.
Burn victim.
It just hurts under the scars. if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak.
Oof.
But be assured I'm smiling inside.
This is...
Can I do anything for your pain?
This is just
Nurses
a bummer
gave me a bunch
playthrough.
of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Did I get him in... Yeah, there he is. He's got a couple hints locked.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do
That's
you
the
mean?
dude
I
that
was not myself.
Yeah, you were
Fear
out
and
of it,
exhaustion
man.
made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps.
Very
But who
delirious.
wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Thank you.
Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise?
Different priest than I know.
The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Right.
Why did he abduct you?
Why?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here.
Why?
This Miss Hawcroft.
Why would it do?
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
I didn't do
What is
that.
the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union.
Right.
The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Minion.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Oh, snap.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness.
Oh, you're a
I feel
vampire.
empty.
You're in good hands here.
He's a vampire.
Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Who are the people who need you now?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless.
Oh, I thought he was a
dogs.
priest.
And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Oh, he is a priest. Oh, We can answer that question right now.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor.
I don't know what
I'm
a
just
deacon
a man of
is.
faith willing to preach the good word.
Oh, he's an asshole. Okay.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Are you not Catholic?
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
Harriet
You never
Jones.
came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Okay. Don't know what I learned, but I need to talk to the doc. The tired doctor. You.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reed, any good news?